We are back with Marty. And Marty, Canada's biggest rival at the Winter Olympics is Team USA. How do you think the Americans stack up against Team Canada?
Well, I think when you look at the forwards, Team Canada is way ahead of Team USA, and I get that they have some grit with the Kachucks, right? But, you know, Bennett and Wilson are going to be there for Team Canada, but this is also going to be very different than last year's Four Nations face-off. Last year was NHL regulated, NHL referees. This is IIHF. The rules are different. The penalties are going to be called are going to be different. So I don't think that the grit is going to factor as much as skills when it comes to the Olympic. Now, on defense and goaltending, the USA are better, and goaltending especially. So I think it's kind of a bit of a what is going to stand out. How do the games play out in the Olympics? Is it going to be a lot of goals, or is it going to be very tight defensively? If it's all about one goalie stealing your game, we saw that with Dominik Hasek in '98. We saw that with Henrik Lundqvist with Sweden winning gold. Like, there is always one goalie that stands out, and Team USA could have that goalie, either Hellebuck or Swayman or Ottinger. So I think this may give Team USA a chance, but I think Team Canada is much better on the offensive side of the game with their forwards. So USA is right there, but Canada's still ahead.
Okay. And are there any legitimate threats to win gold outside of the big three, Canada, USA, and Sweden?
So I would say Czechia may be a surprise there. Right? It's going to be hard for Team Czechia to be able to not only play themselves into the semi, and then in the final, you got to have everything fall into place. But David Pastrnak, Martin Biron, like, those guys can change a game, right, by the way they play. And I also look at goaltending. I don't know which one of those three Czech goaltenders are going to stand out. Dostal, Vejmelka, Vladar, but any one of them can steal you a game. And I look at maybe Dostal or Vejmelka to go in and battle it out. So, yeah, look, Team USA, Team Canada, Team Sweden, obviously the favorites. But like we saw in '98, you know, one goalie, Dominik Hasek, changed the world by, you know, winning gold for Czech Republic. I think that this could come down to Dostal, Vejmelka, or Vladar, and any one of them could steal your game and make Czechia a gold medal winner, but it all has to fall in the right place.
It really does. I mean, anything is possible. Finally, Marty, one more round. Finish that sentence. Here it is. If Canada doesn't win gold, it will be Team
USA. I think this is a two-man race, two-team race when you look at the way this is going to be out. I wish that, you know, obviously the Russian team would have been really talented, and that's a whole other aspect of it. But when it comes down to what was the big three or the big four, it's down to two. Team Canada, Team USA, and not like last year. Last year, the Four Nations face-off, they got to play a game, and we had all the fights, and then they got to play again in the finals. This year, if Team Canada and Team USA play, it will be winner goes on and loser goes home. There's not going to be one of those, you know, let's test it out type of games. So that is why I think that Canada or US are favorite. And if Canada doesn't win gold, it will be Team USA.
Okay, well, the overall favorite at FanDuel is Canada, plus 120, and they are minus 475 to win a medal.